Okay, hello everyone. Let's try out this new DLC. I've messed around with it a little bit on my own, but we'll see how it works. Again. I think somehow I've actually... Give me a second here. I think I've muted Hearts of Iron on my end somehow. Weird. Was working earlier. Okay, the question is, what country should I play? People are saying Turkey. Somebody said Yugoslavia. What do you guys think of that? Well, it looks like a lot of people want Turkey. Two people. If I did Turkey, what do you guys want to see? You want me to see if I can do the Ottomans? I mean, I know I can form the Ottomans because I tried it on my own, but I don't know if I can actually like do any of the achievements as the Ottomans. Got one person fanatically voting for Greece. So as Turkey, I could probably form the Ottomans. As Greece, I don't know what I try and form other than not die to the Germans if I go with the Allies. As Bulgaria, I can either try and expand on my own or join the Axis. Yugoslavia is just death, fortunately. Okay, I'll do the Ottomans then. I don't know how to do the Greece. I don't know how to get the Byzantines as Greece yet. I haven't figured that one out. Also, average, to answer your question, my cat is a female cat, but with the name Rosie, I thought that would have been semi-obvious. We'll go with Turkey. We'll try and do the Ottomans. I'll do Iron Man, but I'll leave off historical focuses. See what chaos the world comes to. After all, the more chaos, the better off I am. Face reveal at 4K average? No. Face reveal at like 1 million, probably. If I ever got there. Stream will probably be an hour to, we'll start with this saying the stream will be an hour, and then we'll see if a lot of people show up, I'll go for 2, and if tons of people show up, I'll consider 3. Okay, we have to ignore the Kemalists because we're gonna go against them. So let's do infantry. $100K is a little bit more reasonable on that end. Let's get rid of... Actually, I gotta keep all my troops for a while first. This could either be the shortest Ottoman game or not, because we're going to get an event to remilitarize the Dardanelles and the Bosporus. The Soviets can, in fact, declare war on us. If they do, we're dead. So... if they decide to declare war, we'll just restart. But I'm going to make it hard for them if I can. Okay. We definitely want planes as these guys, because we're never going to outnumber our enemies. And since we're going Ottomans, we want to build up Eastern Anatolia. Envoys, standard text stuff, obviously. No average, I wouldn't do it at 10k. It would have to be higher than that. Okay, so we've got to deal with Kemalist officers, which is nice for stability and planning, but hurts our army. Sectarian woes. This is the big struggle we're going to have. We have to deal with the Kurds, traditionalists, and the Kemalists. So Kemalists are people who don't really think religion should be in the government. Traditionalists are basically Islamic people who believe the religion should be in the state, and the Kurds obviously are just trying to revolt from us. Our armed forces are heavily disorganized, which we can only get if we form if we have army experience. So we'll see how this goes. No, I've never seen Impractical Jokers. I don't even know. Is that a YouTube channel or something? Are we going to access our allies? It depends which one is likely to win. Let's see what's likely to happen. So France looks like, so Great Britain is going Democratic. I think France is doing the Democratic one. We don't know what Germany's up to. Don't know what Hungary's up to. Obviously, Italy, surprise, surprise, is going fascist. Soviets are purging, which I guess is good. We have no idea what these guys are doing. I should probably get a level 1 agency, though, while I have the chance. So this could either end in, like, 50 days or drag on for a little while. I'm actually pretty good this week. My voice is a little sore from the stream last week and then recording for a couple days, which is why I didn't put out anything yesterday or this morning. Figuring I'd do the stream and semi-apology for not putting out much the last couple days. So I'm going to try and talk a little bit less than usual. Average, the YouTuber I watched do it, I believe, was one of the Yogscast members from Britain. I think it was In the Littlewood. I really liked watching his stuff. Of course, now he's done weird stuff, which is not as fun. US is doing its standard continue the New Deal. Portugal is going, I believe, fascist. Oh no, they're either going communist or neutral or... Yeah, I'm not entirely sure what they're doing. I think they're going communist. Spain is going fascist. Of course, they're going to revolt. That's about all I know. And the Kurds hate us. Oh yeah, I got to deal with the Kurds. Local police. Yeah, the fact the allies exist is going to be good. I'm going to be interested to see if Italy, Austria, and Hungary form the Pact of Iron there. If they do, that's good. Bulgaria is not clear what they're doing yet. Greece is rebuilding their military. Okay, here we go. UK is helping us to remilitarize our straits, which is good. We're going to fully integrate our bank. The Soviet Union's accedes. Awesome. Last time I did this, I was playing with someone else, multiplayer. They didn't agree, and I almost died. Awesome. That gives us tons of political power. So, silent workhorse. I think that's all we want to do right now. Yeah, that's all we want to do. By the way, we have a great leader here. We have Mustafa Kemal Atatürk. His bonuses are really good. Yeah, Cargersol, I like it. I don't think it's gonna, increase my love of Hearts of Iron, but it certainly adds a lot more interesting stuff to this very boring region of the world. The next thing they need to do is obviously do like Ethiopia, Saudi Arabia, Iran, Afghanistan stuff, but they're going to do Soviets. Oh, hi, Death. If Greece becomes democratic, they'll attack me. That actually would be ideal in some ways because I can beat Greece. Greece is not like I can defend against Greece. Whether or not I can actually beat Greece in a war is gonna be tough, though. See, the thing is, the Greeks have this island, so unless I take their islands at the start of the war, they're gonna be a problem. Also, I'm guaranteed by Romania, which is kind of nice. Yep. Father of the Turks. Definitely a great statesman. Yeah, I don't know what they're doing right now. I think they're just reforming their military, so that's fine. Also, I am not going to be spending a lot of this political power. Like, I could reform my economy, but from what I played of last time, you want to save as much political power as possible as Turkey. Because there's a lot of negative events once I try and get rid of the Kemalists. Yeah, like down here I can ask for people to vote to invest in my economy, which is great. I think I will do one level of this, though, once I can. Did we get this? We get another 120 political power here, which is amazing, but... I'm going to do this guy, though. -5 consumer goods is worth it. Ratify the 6 arrows. Sorry if I'm not showing you guys a lot of this stuff. Ratifying the 6 arrows just unlocks a series of really strong decisions that give me manpower randomly. Well, if Greece attacks me now, they would get into a war with me and Romania, and Great Britain wouldn't help them initially. They have to go, as far as I understand it, Greece has to go all the way down to here, the Megali idea, in order to try and get Britain and France to help. If we see them doing that, we'll definitely have to adjust, though. Also, it's going to be an age before I manage to train anything, isn't it? Speaking of which, how's this doing? We've got quite a lot of unhappiness over in Kurdistan. A lot of separatism, wow. I have a spy, right? Yeah, let's put him to rooting out resistance. That should help quite a bit, actually. And let's do anti-partisan to boost him even higher. US is going neutral. After CK2 series, well, people aren't watching the CK2 series these last several days. I mean, we get 80 or so people, but that's down from 200 a week ago. So, as much as I did the poll, less people watch it. I'm gonna end up eventually stopping it. I think we're gonna go superior firepower. We don't have a lot of manpower. I'd probably do a Nintendo series, probably on my Switch or something if I can get it to work. Wasn't able to figure out how to stream from my Switch though, which sucks. Oh yeah, I meant the CK3 series. I said something else. We need to start going down here. We need to do this. Nope. So here we got these really great decisions. This one gives us stability, support for unaligned. This one gives us Expand Chemalists. This one gives us weekly manpower 250, political power gain, mobilization speed, which is nice. This one gives us war support. I think I'll probably do one of those. This gives us democracy, and this one gives us construction speed. We're going to definitely do this one for the war support. I think that's all we're going to do for now. Okay, compliance is going well there. Resistance is ticking down. 12. Good. Well, I'll go back to EU4 eventually, but I'm not going back there for a little while. Just because they have to fix the whole debt spiral and the AI stuff before I'll go back for a while. I know some people are saying they fit the debt spiral, but when I played the other day, they went into a debt spiral again, so I don't really know what else to say. Besides, EU4 is like 2.5 months of playing one game, and much as I like it, it's a long time to play one game. 25. I want to get up to 25, and then we'll do like this one reform. Get 10% less consumer goods. Kurdistan's under control for now. No, I did not know there was a place in Turkey called Batman, but that's kind of cool. Well, I know in EU4 they don't always go into debt, but a lot of times they do. Okay, let's go talk to the US. Improve relations with Jesse Owens humiliated the Nazis in Berlin, or Germany. This is so annoying that they get stronger and stronger. Hopefully I get some luck and the Kurds get less rebellious. Oh, the UK is getting rid of their colonies. That's not good. But they're staying democratic. Oh well. It'll be easier for me to conquer the Middle East then. Okay, so we've got all of these things here. For 50 power, get one factory. As far as I can tell, these are just political power traps. They're not really worth it. 180 days for one factory, 50 political power. As far as I can tell, I don't want to actually do any of that right now. Yeah, the Holland tree in EU4 is really... capping it with trade power in Lubeck is really cruel. And why would I do a face reveal more at like 100,000 or like 1 million or something? Because at that point it would probably be my full-time job. Which it's... I mean, right now it kind of is, but that's due to other circumstances. I really need to do more work on the channel. While I have people here, what would people think about me setting up like a Minecraft server for people linked to the channel? Because I'd kind of like to have a server or something hooked up to it. I'd probably make a requirement though that people do the. I'd probably create a new membership option for like $1 a month, so 99 cents. That would give access to the server. That way it would pay for itself. That could be a possibility. Okay, what can I do? Absorb the TPDA. Yeah. Hurt. Reduces the market, daily political power 0.5. Yeah. Basically the same thing, but I lose stability. Weird. Oh, now I can put this guy in office. Okay, that's why. Political power gain is nice. Is it just me, or did they finally realize that getting like 0.05 daily political power was a really good thing to put on advisors? Because it seems like all the new advisors have political power costs. Pay for that. Hi, Lusitanian. How are you today? Yeah, I know some people wouldn't be able to join the server for $1 a month, but I would almost have to do that just to make sure the server pays for itself. I don't know if like my last month of growth, which was insane, would ever happen again. So my channel might stay this size for like a year or more like it did last year. I'm not like Lusitanian or Quaggersol that I'm growing like 1,000 a month or something. For some reason, no one seems to either find my videos or if they do, subscribe. Kind of frustrating. But that's your standard YouTuber woes. Let's pay off our debts here. Huge penalty to consumer goods for a month. Yeah. I need to save up more political power here. Okay, let's not get into arguments over these people about ruining the country or religion or anything. It's just a game. I mean, you can oppose and say get rid of him, but let's not get into politics. That only just makes everybody get more riled up. Oh, my growth shut off too, Quaggersol. I'm getting like 1 subscriber a day, so it's not too abnormal. You just have, what, like 8,000 more subscribers than I do, so you'll survive. You know, I think this political power plus 15 might actually be worth it. I'll try this. Okay, now here's why I was improving relations with the UK, or the US. I can now ask them to, yeah, here we go. I can ask them to invest in my economy. And they do like me, so that's good. Yeah, to some degree I did say it to you. We're trying to, like, I like discussing politics, but discussing politics on YouTube just causes trouble. Let's just put it that way. You know what? Let's do this one. Well, Average, you could go back and watch my Bioshock Infinite streams where I was doing pretty well until my game suddenly stopped working. I really wish I could get it working again. I love that game. I may have to buy it on the Switch just to play it again, which is stupid. Any tips for fighting stuff? Well, the way to get the armor health upgrades is to really just explore the map. The other option is there's a DLC that when you get the first health and shield upgrade adds like 4 or 5 to that room, so then you can get like maxed out shield early on. But considering I've beaten Bioshock Infinite on its hardest mode, the 76 or whatever mode, without buying stuff from vending machines, you can do it. It's just, you can get by without a lot of health and shields. Tough, but you can do it. Yeah, let's not need to use a banhammer anytime soon. Most people are willing to not express all their views radically. We still have no idea what Germany's doing. UK is releasing its dominions. I suspect Hungary is probably... Oh, good. They're trying to form the Pact of Iron or whatever. Yes, or Pact of Rome. Atarak takes ill. Okay. So we have options here. Atarak will slowly decay. We can seek treatment for him. Try and keep him around. If we had 125 political power. So if you want to keep Ataturk around, you've got to do that. Sorry if I keep saying his name wrong. Or we can retire him and choose a successor. And we get some bonuses if we do. We want... Okay, those are all good. We are going to retire him now. Get a decision here. Where's the event? Choosing it 10 days. Okay. We want to pick the democratic one. Surprisingly, in order to become the Ottoman Empire, we have to go democratic, which is really strange. I'm going Ottoman, so non-aligned. As far as I'm aware, that's the only way to form the Ottomans. I don't think you can do it by going fascist. No, as far as I can tell, going fascist doesn't actually allow you to do that. Although I could join the Axis. Boy, I have tons of stuff. Wow. This is a pretty big tree, isn't it? I think by and large coins in the US are pretty well obsolete. Nice amount of political power just snagged. There's only one option if we go democratic. There's like one person we have to end up with. Also, what the heck is going on here? Negative 10 days to choosing his successor. I'm not seeing an option to pick his successor. Okay. Is my game glitched or something? Because I've clicked this decision. I have no idea what's going on. Yeah. I guess we let Ataturk die. I don't really think there's much else I can do. I mean, I suppose I could keep him alive for now. If I keep him alive, eventually I can get down to this whole multi-party election thing, I think, and then it can get rid of him, but... See, it says he's retired, but he's still in my government. Never. Yeah, I think it's glitched. This sucks. Oh. I guess we'll keep going, see what happens. Kind of curious if the game will actually ever resolve itself, or I'll just be stuck with him for the rest of the game. Lift the ban on other parties. Any of these I want to pick. Not really. Although the boost in stability would be nice. Also, we'll point out the fact that I did investment opportunities with the US and I still didn't get like an outcome from it. It's really weird sometimes. I assume that's just a glitch. It'll happen later on in the game. Now let's see what else is going on in the Balkans. So the Greeks are... I don't think they've actually really picked which way they're going, have they? I'm not sure which way they've actually gone right now. Polish-Romania alliance, so Romania's going non-aligned. Looks like Yugoslavia is going fascist. Not really clear which way Bulgaria is going. Hungary is rearming. Yeah, I guess if the game glitches out 100%, we'll restart. But I'm pretty sure eventually Ataturk will die. And then the event would have to fire at that point. Yeah, see, I'm actually obliterating my stability by clicking on that. It's actually registering a stability loss. That's really weird. Guess it needed more work, this DLC, then, huh? Negative 84 days. That's ridiculous. Maybe I will average. See, I like playing shooter games on the computer because it's much easier to aim with a mouse than joystick, but... Oh, Spanish Civil War is going on. Let's see what's going on over in China. Japan is going communist. Okay. I mean, that's kind of awesome. No idea which way Manchuria is going at. Or Manchunko, rather. These guys are going for, I believe, the unite with the Soviets, right? Wang Ming. Yeah, so we're gonna have Communist China in the Comintern. That's gonna be interesting. Italy and Soviets are staying with their ideologies. France is going communist, maybe? And the Netherlands aren't doing anything. Okay, so apparently his condition deteriorated, but he's still in the government with full health. I'd say it's definitely glitched. Since we can't do anything there, let's give it a little while longer before we give up on it. Give it a little while longer. Let's reform my economy. Yeah, there we go. We actually got some consumer goods factories finally. There we go. Democratic Party is now starting to form. I like to see that. That's meaning at some point I can still probably depose Ataturk. Well, yeah, Average. I've thought about recording. I've got several games I'd like to record that I just can't really run well on my computer. The problem is people don't watch them when I don't do Paradox games. It really sucks. I mean, maybe now that I've got more people would watch them, but I'm hoping. Because I like other games other than just strategy ones. I'm a fan of adventure games. I love the Zelda series. I'll probably... Well, maybe I'll do Breath of the Wild 2 when it comes out, whenever it comes out. Okay. Conspiracy to commit voter fraud in rural regions discovered. Okay. Try them all and give them the harshest sentence. That means they're going to be more resistant to me. Yeah. How are we doing over with the Kurds? We have a rebellion going there. We have separatism there. We have a separatism there. And we have a rebellion there. I have to say, I love the fact we have rebellion with 1% like resistance in this province. You'd think they'd actually be somewhat happy. Okay, democracy is growing. At some point a party will unite and then we can hold an election. Hopefully that'll work. Do a Breath of the Wild blind speedrun stream? No, I'm not. I only beat it once. Only beat it once. I'm not that good at it. You're giving me far too much credit that I'm good at that game. Ooh. Kurds and the Democrats are getting along. The Democratic group. You'll notice I'm trying deliberately not to repress the religious groups in this country because I need them to overthrow the Kemalists. Because the Kemalists are located over here, if that's not clear. They own like 4 states. Wrong button. Yeah, like over there. Whereas the traditionalists own almost all of this area over here. And obviously the Kurds own the southeast. Okay, we now have a Democratic Party, I believe, which means next time we can hold an election and get rid of Ataturk's government. Oh, Average, you were asking what games I would do if I had a better computer? Well, I was playing Final Fantasy 15. I don't know if I'd stream that or just play it. Let's talk to Germany, actually, for a moment. See if Germany will give us some resources. I've got a couple other ones, like the Shadow of Mordor games. I have both of those. See, now that I invested with Germany, I get infrastructure, airbase, or anti-air from the US. So which province are they talking about? I have no idea where these provinces are in my... There we go. Okay, so they say I either get infrastructure, airbase, or anti-air. I got 2 airbase. I was hoping to get factories. You can get like up to 3 military or civilian factories. The thing about if I got a new computer average is the games would actually run faster. Like this is running really fast for me today, but for most people this is super slow. Most people it goes days at a time rather than hours. Need to stockpile more political power. Your average, if you've got an idea, I'll hear it. But if it's Red Dead Redemption 2, I think I haven't had a chance to try it yet. It's such a big game on my computer. Yeah, let's see what the rest of the Balkans are doing. I have no idea what the Greeks are up to. Wait, none of these guys are making a decision where they're going. Come on, Hungary, do Pact of Iron or whatever, or Pact of Rome or something. Let's see who's winning in Spain. I'd say the nationalists are probably going to win this one. Depends if the Carlists revolt or he manages to unify them, Franco. UK is about to get rid of India. Wait a second. Oh, okay. For some reason I thought the US might be going communist there for a moment. Look at Africa. So many provinces ready for the taking. Okay, got some delay. Got some mobile defense. Really need to modify my army here. It kind of sucks. At least it's not crippling, but the lower division and the speed hurts for sure. Oh, let's do army. That way I know what people's military looks like. At least the Kurds are not a problem so far. Yeah, the UK did stayed democratic, but did guide the colonies. So we've got all of these little nations popping up places. I mean, honestly, it's going to give the UK more troops given time and more factories, but still, bit of a waste. Given time, it can provide the UK with more troops, because otherwise they have to occupy all those lands. But it's also just, in general, not worth it. 1 day to elections. Okay, we're gonna go with the traditionalist. Now, please tell me it replaces... Okay. We got rid of Ataturk, finally. The guy must be like an immortal demon because he didn't die. Sorry, I really shouldn't call him a demon. But still, amazing he didn't actually go down. Let's get... Yeah, we're going to make them hostile to our government. Okay, so now they've changed our guiding principles here. Specifically, they've given us one called Fundamentalism, would we get 2,500 weekly manpower for 30 days. And we want to increase the traditionalists' influence if we can. So now the... Oh, actually the traditionalists are not happy with us yet. Also, we still have this event. It's still going, by the way, everyone. Good grief. Yeah, Turkey takes forever to do anything. Yeah, I mean, it's going to take me to mid World War II just to form the Ottomans. And I'm going straight for it, really. I don't think you could go for it any faster than what I'm doing. That should get us another agent here soon. We also want to get this, the Occupation Law Reconciliation. That has the chance of getting the Kurds peaceful with our government. Basically, it just gives compliance gain. Then we got to go down here. We actually have to do this Kemalist neutrality thing, even though we're not Kemalist anymore, before we can actually head towards the Ottomans. Basically, we have to get to here so we can purge the officers. That will get rid of the Kemalists. And then over here, we get the Ottoman loyalists back. Then we purge the Kemalists. Then we restore the Divan, rebuild the nation. And then finally, like 7 focuses or 8 focuses more. 12 focuses from now, we'll actually be able to form the Ottoman Empire. It's ridiculous. Not take 12 focuses. Every other country in the game gets to decide its political future really quick, and then there's the Turks who don't do anything for ages. Still have no idea what the Greeks are doing. Clearly they're not going with the king's government, which I guess means they are going down the democratic tree. So strange. Well, while we wait, does anyone have any questions for me? Because I will happily answer questions while we sit and wait. And by questions average, I don't mean inane ones like, do I like peanut butter? I mean legitimate questions. Oh wow, thank you for the donation. Thanks. I appreciate it greatly. Encourages me to do more streaming, let's put it that way. Okay. Oh. We want to increase the influence there. We want to root out the Kemalists there. I think that's all we want to do at the moment. Okay, so the Kemalists are going to try and infiltrate a state. I've managed to get control of a lot of the states already, so that's good. Anyway, this is also why I was saying I needed to make sure I had political powers to deal with these crises. Oh yeah, I'm not even trying to pronounce it. If you can come up with a shorter version, I'll happily use it. Okay, I'll try and say it. Prepare to have it horribly wrong. Anya Golhandia? I mean, that's my best guess. Why did the British Empire fall average? Decolonization is the actual answer. The reason the British Empire fell was the British Empire was really it was becoming too much of a strain to try and rule places like India and the other parts of the empire from the UK. The UK just doesn't have the population to administer an empire on the same scale that you need to run something like India. Plus, there was a lot of, from what I understand, there was a fair amount of repression of Indians. Like, India was half decently treated, but as far as I understand, the British didn't really allow the Indians themselves, Indians from India, obviously, to really run their own government fully yet, and that caused a lot of unrest, and eventually it started all the separatist movements. Obviously, someone from India might know better than I do. But as far as I understand, that's why it started to fail. And once India was gone, India was a huge portion of the British government's income. Plus, the US kind of pushed the UK to decolonize because we wanted them out of power, really. It's all very confusing as far as I understand it. It's kind of like asking why did the Roman Empire collapsed? You're gonna get like 8 explanations from everybody. Yeah, so how did the British treat Indians from India? As far as I understand, it wasn't as bad as other areas in the British Empire, but it was not tolerable. Also, now that I'm no longer Kemalist, they're unhappy. It's interesting, the officers have changed their opinions. Nothing I can do to stop these guys, really. Cost 50 to stop them, and I need 100 to, like, put the fundamentalists in charge. Okay, we now have a new way to treat the Kurds, which is kind of cool. We can now shift to reconciliation. Resistance speed decay goes down, damage to garrisons goes down, requirement garrisons goes down, daily compliance goes up. It is going to coincide with a spike in resistance, though. I think do the armaments for now. Yeah, that's part of the reason why there's the person from India saying that they had a policy of divide and conquer, really, prevent India from reuniting. That's why there was such a big split between the Pakistanis and the Indians and Bangladesh afterwards, if I recall my history. Because they fought a war right afterwards, right? The big war. India is just such a rich prize. Everyone wants to control it. So there's like one state that's unaligned right now. Well, Average, you kind of missed the explanation for why the British Empire collapsed, like you asked. I actually need some tanks, don't I? Oh, I should really work on my Air Force now I'm thinking about it. Might as well get the Air Force in order. Oh, Austria was annexed by Germany. Darn. I was hoping they'd do the Pact of Iron or something and get to war. It's always glorious when Italy and Germany go to war. Wow, 4 wars between India and Pakistan. That's a lot of fighting. Also, for you guys who are wondering, I was playing with Lusitanian the other day. He told me there is a mini-map in Hearts of Iron, which I've been looking for years. So nice. Japan is still going communist, but it's taking them a long time to go communist. Oh, hey, look at this. Manchunko's going independent. That's nice. Now maybe they'll actually bother to release the like actually release Manchunko before they actually have to go to war with Japan and lose. Get some better artillery. We are now officially the Republic of Turkey, which is nice. When am I going to war with Greece? Quite a while, Average. Quite a while still. I have to basically win my civil war first. Oppose the royal dictatorship. Okay, so Bulgaria is either going democratic or communist. Interesting. The odds are they're going communist. This might be a game with a lot of communist nations. Okay, let's add fundamentalists to our states. The more states we control prior to the Civil War, the easier the Civil War will be. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 states loyal to Kemalism. A lot of unrest over here. Probably losing manpower to that, actually. Well, Average, it's not my birthday. Do I have a merch store? No, I'm way too small. No one would buy it. That's the problem. Also, person from India, I'm very sorry to hear your grandfather died, granduncle died in the war. All my grandparents fought in World War II on our side. Luckily, none of them died, but I lost a great uncle, not as well. Not that I ever obviously knew them. They'd be in their 90s now. You know, I always kind of feel bad talking about people dying in wars while playing a war game. It just doesn't feel right, really. Well, if only they made non-war games as exciting as war games. Average, I'm not going to tell you. Just like why I'm not doing face cam. It's a privacy thing. It's dangerous to go about spreading when your birthday is on the internet. Okay. Got some political power gain, which is nice. We still have 3 here before we can even start this civil war. Really wish these policy things weren't glitched. Really quite frustrating. Just a privacy thing, Average. Don't worry about it. It's why you don't use your real name on the internet either. Oh, I need more factories. Turkey is so backwards in terms of industry. Sucks. Apparently I can discuss investment opportunities with Poland, of all people. Oh, here goes Germany. They're going to take over Czechoslovakia unless England and France actually oppose them, which they probably won't. However, Hungary is trying to form an alliance with Italy. So that might be Hungary and Italy not in the Axis, at least for a while. That would be good. Yeah. Found out recently that my uncle, my grandfather on my father's side, fought in the War of the Pacific and was actually involved in the taking of Iwo Jima versus the Japanese. He was telling me his story. My dad was telling me a story the other day about what my grandfather said about being on Iwo Jima. He wouldn't talk about it, obviously. Almost none of them will. But he was talking about the famous flag raising on Iwo Jima of the Marines raising the flag. His response, apparently he told my dad about it, when my dad talked about it. He said all those people died in like 5 minutes after. That famous photo of the Marines raising the flag, they all died. I don't know if it's true or not, but it's kind of sad that we use that image everywhere when we talk about World War II in the Pacific and all those people died. One thing I like in CK3 over CK2 Average is the claims. The claims and ability to wage war is so much easier in CK3 over CK2. It makes all the difference in the world. Hey, Germany's investing. Really want factories, not infrastructure. They keep giving me air bases. Planes are not my problem. Oh, so frustrating. No one buys any of my chromium. That's too bad. Act of Rome has occurred, and the Sudetenland was ceded to Germany. Oh, actually... Oh, okay. So the pact here didn't start a faction? Huh. Okay. That's weird. I thought they were actually going to form a faction there for a while. Okay, time to demand land from France. Hatay down here. It's 244,000 Turkish people under the rule of French Syria. We want it back. Hopefully they will give it to us without an issue. And I'm going to root out Kemalists again. They should only have these northern states now. 2, 3, 4 states. Okay. Well, average, a while back, people did world conquests in EU4 as Caddo in North America. Because there was a way to kind of cheat your way to getting better technology. So it's possible. Some people have, I think someone's done a world conquest as, well, obviously people have done world conquest as Okinawa. Ryukyu. So it is possible. It's just hard. Two more focuses and then we can get civil war. The British Empire is now fully decolonized. Having trouble steering here for a moment, sorry. British Malacca is a thing. Interesting. None of those countries ever really contribute troops to World War II, sadly. Egypt might. Depends how many factors they have. At least right now, none of these guys have troops. Average, I haven't even tried Red Dead Redemption 2, so I don't know. Or Red Dead Redemption. Yeah, that's all I'm seeing in Africa too, is free land. Once you form the Ottomans, you get decisions to court while at war, which is ridiculous. You can like court Egypt, all of this land. You actually have missions for this too. It really too strong, but of course you got to be fighting the Allies in order to do it. So the reality is I kind of want to join the Axis because they're really the only way for me to get the Allies' lands, because there's no way I can fight the Allies, we know that. So I've got to figure out some way to basically flip myself into the Axis, and I believe the way to do it is, I think at some point I can just join it. But I can try and demand Bulgaria submit. I can try to create Austria-Hungary. Of course, by the time I even get to this, it's already too late. Really, the Turkish tree is just too slow to go down. Nationalist Spain, though. Franco did a really good job this game of uniting his country. Hey, we got Hatay back. The French gave us land without a war. Doesn't help us that much. We get like 8 recruitable population from it, but still not that bad. And for those of you who are slightly concerned over the fact that I'm not doing anything with my military, it's fine. I have a rough idea what I'm doing, and it involves not forming my army right now. Well, I don't think I can win with diplomacy. As far as I'm aware, I actually have to take the land. I don't think I can. I can't obviously negotiate with the UK over lands. There we go. Got some military factories. As far as I can tell, I actually have to take the land from them. Yeah, I can't negotiate peace. For some reason, there's no way to like peacefully cede land in this game, which kind of sucks. Oh, more Kemalist rooted out. There's very little peaceful ways to get land in this game. It really, honestly, the comedy of it all is Germany actually has the most ways to peacefully take land in this game. I'm pretty sure no one else in the game can just take over land like Germany can. I mean, I guess there's a little bit with Japan demanding land from China, but that's about it. They're a long way from turning communist. Wow. Why is it taking them that long? We should have basically taken out most of the Kemalists in our provinces now. Peaceful occupations and diplomacy. Now, unfortunately, I have to fight wars. And there's no way I can fight the UK. This game is still horribly unbalanced. It's gotten better, but I mean, you just have to look at resources to realize how unbalanced it is. France and Germany and the Soviets and the UK and the US hold like 80% of the iron in the world. Whereas Turkey, I basically have all the chromium, but I have no iron, I have nothing else. I don't even have oil right now. Does not make a lot of sense. Okay, let's send another request for investment from the US. Hey, we actually have raised the division. It's only taken us, what, 4 years to get 2 divisions raised? It's a miracle. The economy is terrible in Turkey right now. I'm lucky I got some military factories from the US. I also have to be careful I don't raise too many troops, because then I'm going to run out of manpower. Until I can form the Ottoman Empire here, I'm not going to have any and get 2,750 weekly manpower. I'm going to have no manpower. Really going to be painful. Time to start plotting for the war against the Kemalists. Not there. That. These guys over here. This should be a relatively easy war because I've purged them from most of the provinces. What do the Kurds think of everything? The Kurds seem reasonably happy with me, which is good. If I can get compliance to 70 in all of them and resistance less than 30, I can core them. Obviously, long way to get there. Long way to go. Yeah, Portugal has all the tungsten. It's really I'm not saying that they need to give everybody equal amounts of resources, but at some point it gets a little ridiculous where countries like Turkey have no iron, whereas as far as I'm aware, Turkey has iron mines. Even if they're not on the scale of the others, it's just a bit unbalanced. Okay, everyone ready for war? We're almost there. I guess I'm going for at least a 2-hour stream because I've already gone past an hour. I've gone past an hour and absolutely nothing has happened in that time frame. You to there. Actually, you know what I need to do? Where is my... Do I have a cavalry unit? I think I have at least one cavalry unit. 2 I want to get rid of. Why am I disbanding cavalry? Cavalry is terrible. Not worth it. Let's root out the Kemalists again. But basically, they're in the capital and that's it. Hopefully that'll make the Civil War easier. And I will talk with the US again for investment. As far as I can tell, the US is the best ask for the investment because we're both democratic. I suppose I could ask the UK. Now, there are other resource imbalances in the game too. China having no resources either seems kind of laughable. New infantry equipment right before a civil war, because that was a smart decision on my part. Not. War between Japan and China. Why the heck is communist Japan attacking China? I mean, I guess they haven't gone communist yet, but still. There's going to be no united front, which means the odds are China's going to fall. It's too bad. Japan has now joined the Axis. Yep, I was worried something like that might happen. So my best chance of joining the Axis is Germany has a focus down here called Befriend Turkey. Which means they have to start a war with the USSR, which is going to be really rough. However, there's a chance to get into a war with the USSR over something stupid. Like, oh, look at this. Franco's joining Germany. But could have. No, it's not going to happen. There's a lot of ways the USSR and Germany can go to war early, and it doesn't appear it's going to happen, though. Depends which way I end up going, average. The reality is if you're not frightened of Germany and you're playing Hearts of Iron, you've got something wrong with you. By the same measure, if you're not afraid of the US and the USSR. I'm not as terrified of the UK and France. They can definitely beat me, but until I actually invade their lands, I shouldn't be... Oh, actually, never mind. My apologies. The entire Middle East, the British have broken ties with all their colonies, which means this is land I am going to try and conquer, at least up in Egypt and stuff. Awesome. Issue's obviously going to be France. I'm going to have to, like, jump them to go into Palestine. So, Naval Invasion, I guess. I have, I'll have decisions that'll allow me to just, like, core Egypt. It's going to be great. Of course, Egypt has a very low population, which... Okay. 8 days to war. No, average. I do not want to play Factorio. I actually had to install it the other day to install a different game, so I'd have to reinstall it. Yes, usually one way you can join the Axis is to fight the Allies. The issue is, for me to join, it says I have to have fascist popularity of greater than 30. I don't know if that occurs if they ask me. Anyway, war with The Kemalist has begun. Awesome. See? I managed to restrict them solely to Istanbul thanks to my rooting them out. So, invade as soon as you can. Put you in charge. You're not a really good field marshal, but I don't care. Add you to that. Actually, delete that. This should be over really fast. They don't have any troops, so. Civil wars erupt in the Republic of Turkey between the Conservative Democratic Party and the formerly reigning Kemalists. Dun, 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 dun. War. Let's do Modernizing the Army. Let's grab our planes, deploy them as well. Love how this area counts as part of Greece. It's a little strange. Ottoman officers offer a chance to restore the Sultanate. We wish to do that. Crown Regent. Now, I don't think I can jump back and do this until the Civil Wars. Oh, I can, actually. So let's cancel reforming the army. Instead, race down the Ottoman Empire tree. United States invests in our military. Awesome. I think we only got one factory out of that, but I'll deal with that. Every little bit helps. Awesome. I might check out the total conversion. I think I saw it the other day, the one for the Bronze Age. I was playing as the vampire one. That was fun. But it obviously needs work. The reality is CK3 just needs more content, really, to become a much better game. I can't do that. I can't reform my government anymore. I'll live. Keep attacking. We need to take... If we take Istanbul, this war is over, basically. I mean, the war is already over. We outnumber them like 10 to 1. Of course, straight defense is going to make this a lot tougher. Port strike, I don't really care. Is there a way for me to take Syria peacefully? I don't see it. Oh, there is down here. The Damascus Decat. Okay, yeah, we want that. Thanks for pointing that out. Last time I played these guys, France had already fallen, so I didn't have that option. Danzig or war? Not good. What I do to there? Oh, Istanbul is so hard to take. They have a tank, which is why I can't break through. Oh. That. I don't know what my tanks aren't in the fight right now, which is why I'm struggling. At least it's a low casualty rate so far. Okay, we want to do populism, because that gets us more political power. Even though our stability is absolutely horrible. No way for me to get stability right here. Oh, come on, tank. I'm throwing everything I got at you. Part of the problem. Once we force the tank out, it's over. Come on. On the other hand, we're getting army experience, which is not a bad thing. Come on, a little bit more, please. Okay, we've gotten rid of the tank, and now the tank is back. I don't know if we can take that straight anytime soon. I shouldn't need luck. I think I'm going to be fine. Oh, okay. So we have Pact of Rome, which is good, which means Italy will not be in World War II for some time. Poland, Romania, yeah, they're going to that whole mess. Okay, now throw my tank into the fight, and that should help. Whenever the tank gets to the front lines. Pivot to the past. Awesome. Can I do any other researches down there or no? Purge the Chemalists. Okay. You know what? I might actually just alter how I do this. Does that get my tank on the battlefield? No. Hoping it would put my tank on the front lines, but it didn't. Oh well. Farming political power, losing troops though. This is a bit ridiculous. Maybe I'll have to lure them across the straits. I don't think I can take this. In the CK3 series average, probably because I gave her, like, I took a lot of the health traits on her. Oh, come on. This one tank is ridiculous. They only have 2 military factories, so at some point I should win that. Just hope I don't lose all my troops assaulting one province. And the tank is back. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna try and trick them if I can. Because this is ridiculous. I can't cross that strait. Cancel all that. Just go into a fallback line there. I want to see if I can trick them into crossing the strait. Do that. See if they're dumb enough to advance. Otherwise, I don't know what I can do. I'm losing way too many troops to take that crossing. Although they are out of manpower. Oh, you know what? Let's just keep up. Let's just keep attacking. Ridiculous any way you look at it. Oh, they are trying to cross, so this is actually good. We hit counterattack. Thanks again for the donation. Okay, counterattack. Now, go, 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 go. See, here's another weird thing. Why is my tank not up at the front lines, but their tank is? Oh wait, I'm able to pierce their armor now. Not really know what changed. I guess maybe they got better guns. Also, the fact they don't have a general is kind of funny. Come on, this is getting ridiculous. No, the Chemalist tanks suck. They've got a straight. You know, I think you're right. I think I will have to do a naval invasion. Because I can't win. Like, I'm literally losing to a single tank. And this is how what happens whenever I play Hearts of Iron. I lose versus stupid things. I lost as Germany versus Poland the other day. That was awful. 6 million people dead. Polish lost 15,000 troops. It was horrific. I left it running just to, once I started losing to see how badly I'd lose. Fully supplied tanks, fully supplied divisions. Poland had nothing and I still lost. I think my games are just eternally glitched when it comes to this. No, 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 no. I send you to that. Of course, we've got to wait like 49 days before we can actually cross. Serfs are bound to a plot of land, so yes, in some ways they're like they're basically slaves to some degree. A peasant is somebody like a serf, but they have freedom. The actual question would be, what's the difference between a serf and a freeman, which is what most people think of when they think of peasants. Freemen are people who have rights and can leave land, but it's not really common. And we're talking Old British. There's a lot of people don't understand that slavery was around in Europe when it was just Europeans as well. Really, I think it's the same length of preparation regardless how many troops I send. I mean, I'll try it. Oh, you're right. Okay. Yeah, that's what we'll do then. Thank you. I did not know that. I thought it was based off all the other stuff. Okay. We'll restore the divan. Shows you how much I still need to learn about this game after 800 hours. Come on, a little bit faster. Seriously. Not rocket science to make this crossing. We've now lost 24,000 troops. And, of course, they've got a division where I was going to invade. Okay. Hopefully we can... Nope, we're not going to win that naval invasion. Wow. This is kind of pathetic. Oh, it's got a naval fort in it. Okay, let's try a different naval invasion. Here to there, I guess. 28 days. These chemalists are, like, ridiculously good right now. Like, this is ridiculous. So we can't take this crossing, and we can't take that crossing, and we're stuck losing a war versus like 3 divisions. Okay, now we're slowly winning this fight. No, now we're losing again. Come on, seriously, is there any way to like speed up these attacks or something? Oh, okay, so we're partially doing better here because of shore bombardment. Not that it's going to matter, because we still can't take any of these crossings. Ridiculous. France joined Mitzamore. Interesting. So, that means they're probably going to lose to Germany. Yeah, I think EU4 is my favorite Paradox game. Which is why I'm not playing it anymore. I can't stand to play to see how bad it is these days. It's gotten worse over the last year or two. Too many free claims, too many free cores, unbalanced trees, and obviously the debt spiral just makes things worse. It really pains me to see that it's gotten so bad lately. Two more days, and then hopefully we can land. North American Asia looked like North American Asia in this game. The shapes of the continents are pretty accurate. Since we're at war, we might as well waste political power. There we go. Finally, we're gonna actually get somewhere. Only took 2 naval invasions, which I hate doing naval invasions, we'll just point out. Yeah, Paradox games almost all have good music. There we go. Finally, we're gonna win this. They're surrounded, so they can't get away. Of course, my troops are losing equipment, so. And there we go. Finally, we've won this. That was ridiculous. That was absolutely ridiculous. I need another field marshal. Promote you. And we got our military factories back. We are buying a ton of iron from the Americans. My cat is doing fine, average. It tried to bite me earlier. It went from purring to biting in like half a second, which is why, as lovely of a cat as she is, she's a real handful. She didn't actually manage to bite me, but she definitely nipped me. It's annoying. Okay, that to there. I'm going to set up a naval invasion to basically here. Build that up so when the time comes I can actually do that. I'm going to give this guy unyielding defender and an offensive doctrine. Those two traits really don't go together, but who cares? Yeah, I'm kind of just stuck waiting. The good thing about it actually is I managed to grind some half-decent army experience out of it all. Could be better, but Qing China has now declared war on Japan. How badly are they gonna lose? Horribly is the answer. My gosh, they're gonna get annihilated. Good thing though, good thing, China was annexed by the click down here, which means there's some bonuses on that front to being more stable. Of course, they still have the dumb army corruption penalty. But they're part of the Allies, so England's going to help them fight Japan, while Poland is being invaded, and France is pushing into Spain. This is very weird. Germany has managed to pick a fight with everybody here, except for Japan. Doesn't have Hungary and doesn't have Italy on their side. Of course, they're going to do alliance with Italy, and so what Italy will do is leave this faction and probably join Germany, which means that's when France falls. Yeah, I'll have to check out the fascist ones. So far, I'm just going for the only stuff I've looked at so far is basically Ottomans to see what was in Greece, to see if I actually wanted to play it, and play a little bit as Bulgaria, which is not really that fun. Bulgaria is a nightmare of a mess. It can get really strong, but it's sort of like the Ottomans here. I'm spending all my time like rebuilding my country that I'm not actually managing to do anything. By rebuilding, I just mean that, you know, it starts in such a bad shape. Why do I have low consumer factor? Oh, I'm spending it all trading. Okay, well, I guess I don't necessarily need as much iron right now. I really wish there's one that gives me stability. Alas, there isn't. Let's get a theorist on the field, so that way I can actually get land doctrines. Why did it take so long for me to take that? That was because Istanbul is across the strait, so there's like a 50% attack penalty. They had a tank, which meant my infantry divisions couldn't do much. I couldn't flank them, and then when I did try and invade them, they just moved a troop down here. And apparently there's a coastal fort here, which I did not know exists. Yeah, it's like all the Ottoman provinces, there's one coastal fort, and I tried to invade it. Stupid. And then it just takes time to prep naval invasions, average. Aito's partisans? What do you mean? I don't think so. I mean, there is a way you can go and play as Kurdistan if you like let it revolt. Apparently you can swap tags to it or something. Speaking of which, they got so much unrest because of that civil war. Even with 2 spies trying to root it out, it's still not going down fast. Also, I just kind of butchered that war to some degree. It really was not a well-fought war on my part. I didn't think they'd managed to fortify Istanbul that quickly, because I fought the Civil War before, and last time I was just able to stroll across that strait. "111 days till we get the Ottoman Sultan on the throne," which is good, but then we have to wait 1, 2, 3, 4 until we can actually start doing stuff as the Empire, really. I suppose I could start justifying war on these guys. See if I can invade them. 135 days. Ugh. Be better off trying to invade Egypt. Of course, the issue is as soon as I start invading these guys, the British may guarantee them. Yeah, I lost troops in the war average. I lost like 30,000 troops. I don't know if you can play as Tito in Yugoslavia. He might be too modern. Because, yeah, no matter what you do here, you keep... Yeah, you keep this guy on the throne, basically, regardless of what you do. If you get rid of him, you get peasant councils. I don't know. There must be some way to do it, if that's what you're interested in. Actually, you know what? I'm not going to do this. I am going to work my way towards excavation 3 so I can get some iron. Yes, average. I can actually ride a horse pretty well. I don't ride horses that much because riding horses is actually rather dangerous. And I don't actually own a horse, so I wouldn't... Obviously, it would be a lot harder for me to ride a horse if I don't have one. Well, Germany is stalled out attacking Poland, which is good for a little while. France really needs to take Spain faster, though. Italy didn't actually desert Hungary, which is unusual. Instead, they're fabricating on Yugoslavia. Which, of course, is guaranteed by everybody on the Allies side. And now Germany's attacking Luxembourg. Which means if France doesn't have troops up there to defend themselves, they're going to be in trouble. Netherlands has joined the Allies. Looks like the Netherlands are prepping to evacuate to the East Indies. About it. Qing China is getting annihilated by Japan. Also, really weird colored Japan. Oh, never mind. This is the Japanese People's Republic. Oh, they're getting killed. That's too bad. And obviously the fascists are going to win that, then kill... That's weird. Worst time ever to have a civil war for the communists. Because now they're trapped here. Fighting... No, they're not fighting China. Okay, so they might actually live for a little while. This game is weird some days. France is doing quite well so far. Of course, now that Belgium and the Netherlands are going to fall, it's going to get harder for France. Evers wants to know a fact about my cat. My cat's all four paws are little white boots. Like all four paws have little white coloring on them, which is called boots. She's really adorable. She's very cute if she wasn't a demon in cat form some days. Come on, game. Sorry it's taken this long. It's just such a boring tree is the Ottomans. We're probably just gonna get the Sultan on the throne and then we're gonna almost have to stop because I'm not gonna do a 3-hour stream. Stupid though. The reality is I should have already, like, just based off the way the game is played, I should almost already have the Ottomans back in power at this point. It shouldn't still be another couple hundred. It's going to be another year, approximately, in game before I can actually do something as the Ottomans. Ridiculous. You know what? I'm going to invade Jordan, or Palestine, because I'm bored. I'm going to invade these guys first, and then we'll go after Egypt. That way I don't have to try to do a naval landing against Egypt. Because Egypt has troops, Palestine doesn't have any. Yeah, I only have one pet right now. My other cat died earlier this year, and I haven't had a dog in several years. Basically, all of our dogs lately have been dumb enough to like run out and get hit by cars because I live right near where a street is. And my parents, where they live, is right near Astrudas as well. So basically all the dogs I've had, barring like one, have died from car accidents. Or were already really ill when we got them. I should look at reforming my army, like, division, shouldn't I? I have one tank division. That's sad. Oh wait, I'm not even training tanks. Why? I don't know why I wasn't training tanks there. Yeah, that should give me 2 more tanks, which is good, even though I have no manpower now. Let's cancel that so we get manpower. India is declaring war on India. Okay. Free India, Democrats versus non-aligned Indians up north. Okay. These guys are either going fascist or going communist. They're going fascist. These guys up here are, oddly enough, still ruled by the British guy. Just weird. They have no divisions, basically. These guys have divisions, which means India is going to win. Okay. This is definitely the weirdest Hearts of Iron game I've seen in a while. Free India has now joined the Axis. Of course they have. Of course they have. Portugal is non-aligned and doesn't look like they're going to join any. Also, if you guys remember earlier, I said that doing these factories was like a political power sink. Look, it's still got 43 days left, and it's costing me a ton of political power. It's literally like a trap. I don't even know why it's in the game if it's not worth it. It should be like 3 factories if it's going to be this long. Still 30 days till the Sultan returns. How boringly annoying. If I'm starting to sound a little angry about this, it's because this is a little ridiculous how slow this is. Thanks to all the wars starting sooner, the game is slowed down too, which doesn't help. I don't think Germany, the Axis, is going to win this, although Japan might. Oh, hey, look at this. Between the communists and the Qing and Japan, China itself, Japan is actually struggling to kill off the Qing and is getting stomped over here. Good for them. Obviously, it's probably still not going to save the Qing, but... What the heck of the achievement I'm going for is even called? United Arabia with 30 camel divisions. I don't think I can do that. Kurdistan now. Does non-aligned Turkey have 0 negative state modifiers? Yeah, but I'm not unaligned, so I can't do that. Nobody's business but the Turks. Restore the Ottomans. Yeah, we'll do that. Putting the band back together again. Being a faction with Germany and Austria-Hungary. Capture the Bosporus, and all I got was this lousy achievement on both sides of the Bosporus. Nice if I have Greece and Bulgaria as subjects. And as the Ottoman, hold the capitals of France, UK, Italy, and Japan. You know, this one actually might be doable with this run because Germany is not allied to Italy, but they are allied to Japan though. So we got the mission to invade Greece, which is still guaranteed by Romania, who's in the Zamor faction. On the other hand, I'm underestimating Germany, aren't I? I think Germany can still win that war with ease. I mean, I suppose I could stream tomorrow. The odds are that I'll probably stream next week. My voice is already pretty worn out. With the colder weather arriving, it's getting harder to get my throat back to healthy state every day. At least I don't have a sore throat like I did. There we go. The Ottoman Sultanate is reborn. Turkey will now be known as Turkey, whose capital Istanbul, and I've got a new leader. There we go. Got a slightly better color. New faction leader. And I managed to get an achievement. It just popped up. Where is it? Boy, there's so many achievements. Come on. Nobody's business but the Turks. Restore the Ottoman Sultanate. I think that's probably going to be it for today. Just because I've got to, like... It's going to be, you know, ages before I can actually do anything else. Plus, I'll probably get killed if I start this war. So I think for now that's gonna be it. Yeah. So that's gonna be it for the stream. Thanks for watching. Thank you for the donations, the person who donated. And if I stream tomorrow, I'll put out a thing, but I probably won't, in which case it'll roughly be the same time next week, although a little bit earlier because I overslept. So that's gonna be it. Thank you guys for watching. I'll let you know what I decide on Minecraft server for the for my channel, where the members would have to pay like $1 a month to get into it. And hopefully I'll be back next week, and hopefully we can actually do something as these guys, because I am looking forward to expanding. So see you guys all then. Bye.